Hello, welcome back to Rimworld Tribal to Noble, where we are recovering from our most recent raid. We got a little bit beaten up, nothing too serious. A few burns, lots of bruises, one shattered nose on black. Basically, we just sort of got overwhelmed. I think it was 8 centipedes came through the door at the same time. Only so much stunning we were able to do. So what we need to do first is make sure that's all getting dealt with, do a bit of general housework, and then see if we can come up with some way to mitigate that problem in the future. So, well, let's start by letting the animals out because they are all cooped up. And Cougar is unrestricted. Okay, we are very nearly out of meat. Let's see what we've got. There's not a great deal to choose from. And there's a couple of predators on the map. We'll just grab those things. That'll do for a start. Set that to haul. Right, this turret. Part of the problem was that 2 of our turrets hadn't been installed yet, which didn't help. That was me being stupid. We have our 3 Zeus hammers lying in the kill box. We need to get the guys to go and pick them up ASAP. I don't want to risk hauling them because we're not set to store biocoded weapons. They go in here to be smelted. Okay, let's speed up a little bit. Now, let's check these guys have all been tended to. Yep. 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 And yep. We do have the option of giving Black a plasteel nose. I've got the non-functional prosthetics mod installed. Basically allows you to build a plasteel nose that has no function other than to remove the debuff that you get. We could do that until we get hold of an aesthetic nose to do it legitimately. Or we could give him Helamex serum, but it's a little bit wasteful for a nose. We couldn't give one to Blue previously because she was a body purist, but that isn't the case with Black, so we can give him a plasteel one. So let's do that, because why not? Plasteel nose. And I don't think it really matters who makes it. Okay. We have a quest expiring. Trade with Blue Canyon. Yeah, they wanted a load of plasteel in exchange for stuff. It's kind of tempting. We don't have well, we've got quite a lot, but it's not an insane amount, and we still have quite a lot of armor and things to make. Maybe some more prosthetics. So I'm going to hold off on that. We also got another quest, Safeguarding Royals. Now let's have a quick look at this. Eustos Sidones, a knight of the Refugee Imperium, wants to stay at Black Lagoon for 21 days with 6 court allies. Eustos and his allies have been targeted for death and need a safe place to stay until they purge their court. However, Eustos' enemies have hired the Smoky Party to hunt him. There will be 3 raids of roughly this size. 1 boss, Drifter, right, let's count these up. 10, 16, 26, 28, 32, 39, 42. 3 raids of 42 units. We must keep their moods above 35%. Now there's 7 of them, right? Eustos and his 6 core allies. So we've got to keep 7 people's moods above 35%. Presumably they all want lavish meals and things. They won't do any work. They want quality accommodation. You get a goodwill boost if you keep the mood above 50. You get 2 champions to help, who we also have to house and feed. So that's 9 extra... Yeah, 9 extra people to look after and feed. 3 raids of 42 units. Which would mean we'd need to replace our traps at least twice. Well, what are you offering? Royal Favour, meh. Persona Monosword, Psychic Synthesizer, Plasteel. I mean, it's not bad. Promise Sender, Persona Zeus Hammer. Psychic Harmonizer, gold. 2,000 gold. That's a pretty good reward. How long do we have on this? 4 days. We could only do this if we had definitely had plenty of food, because that almost doubles the amount of food we're going to be going through. We'd also need a lot of steel to be able to quickly replace our traps. That isn't currently the case. We have an alright amount of steel, but it's not crazy. And we've still got things to build. I'm leaning towards a no on that, but we'll see. Okay, you guys are all up and about again. Let's get you to go and pick up your weapons. And then you can go back to the hospital. So that's... let's see, who... we have Black's Persona Zeus Hammer and Gizmo's Persona Zeus Hammer. And the other one must be Case's. So Black, go and equip that. Gizmo, go and equip that. Caser, go and equip that. That stops them deteriorating any more than they need to. Now, we did have a heat wave not so long ago, which is why there's a whole load of passive coolers around the base. Let's remove these. Don't need them anymore. I think that's all of them. Okay, let's speed right up. We are almost, in fact we are completely out of wood, which is why none of these have been refueled. I think we can remove this storage zone now and get that stuff hauled into here. Okay, so what could we possibly do about this situation? Basically, we have 3 guys with Zeus hammers who can stun 1 centipede each, or 1 mech each. We have Komodo who can do a couple of stuns here and there. We did do that. What we don't have is an easy way of hitting them with EMP. Now, the range on EMP grenades isn't fantastic. In fact, let's try that out. So, Pixie, go and grab these grenades. And then come with me. Come and stand here. See what your range is. Yeah, you see, she wouldn't be able to hit the corner with EMP grenades. And it's very risky sending someone forward just to be a grenade thrower. So that isn't a practical option in this situation. Now, let me just try and remember where her weapon is. She should have a masterwork. Where has that gone? There it is. I'm blind. Okay, so let's make an EMP launcher. And we'll get Gizmo to make it. And we'll keep it over here on a shelf for just such situation where we... Actually, do we need it up there? The launcher may well be able to reach from here, in which case we can just keep one in reserve down here for when necessary. And then we've always got an extra way of stunning. Now, as far as I know, EMP launchers don't have as big a area of effect as grenades, but you can fire them quicker and they have a much longer range. Got some cargo pods, let's check these out. That's a whole lot of unfertilized eggs. Now then, we dealt with that. We've dealt with that. They've gone. Inspired trade. Undignified throne room. Why is that? All braziers must be lit. We need wood. Yeah, we do. Pixie, can you... You're not assigned to constructing combo. You're not either. Geyser? Neither are you. Okay, now have we made that prosthetic yet? I'm guessing no. And I would be right. We're still shredding mechs. Okay, can any of you do some construction? No. Pixie, guys, no. Black. Yes, deconstruct that, please. Deconstruct that. This doesn't yield us any wood. Okay, we're going to have to do some chopping. Don't need too much, that'll do. How are you, Gizmo? Serious pain. Let's give you some psychite tea. Okay, sir. You seem okay. Yeah, we're getting through steel very quickly. Takes about 500 steel to replace the traps once. So if we were to take on this mission and we need to defend the box 3 times, we're going to have to replace them at least twice. It's going to wipe out our steel supply. And we're now out of easily accessible steel. We have Cryptosleep Casket. I mean, literally the only thing left is Starflight Basics and we don't need it. But we'll research it just for completionism, I suppose. Okay, so that should sort the throne room out. I think we've given them all a little bit too much to do at the moment. They're not getting much done. Give them a chance to repair everything. Now this, we should have 3 uraniums at the front here now. I mean, we could have gone with plasteel. Plasteel's no longer flammable, as I understand it, as of a change in a recent patch. But uraniums, I think, are sturdier. So they're less likely to explode, which is always a positive thing. I think we'll stick with uranium for now, at least until our supply starts getting a little lower. We have plenty at the moment. We have a zit randomly in the middle of a power line. That's not a home zone, presumably. It doesn't really need to be there anymore, but we're probably going to reuse this, start mining at this plasteel spot again at some point, so we might as well keep an eye on it. Okay, I guess the likelihood of zits goes up when you have batteries and things. Two days left on this. Unless we manage to mine a whole bunch of steel. I mean, there is some over here. It's going to need blocking up, though, if we do go for it. I'm just not really seeing the advantage. All we really want... I mean, the gold would be nice, yeah, because it gives us something we can trade. The Persona Zeus hammer, again, would be nice, but we don't need one necessarily. We could live without it. And it's not so much the raids. I think we could easily handle the raids. It's more the food. Do we still have... Yeah, we've got an inspired trade. Let's go and use that. It's a good opportunity. Because you're not going to have much. You have 201 silver. Let's sell these things that we definitely can't use. Any weapons? Got pemmican, you've got some herbal meds. We can sell you some smoke leaf. There you go, I have 17 smoke leaf joints. Cool. You no longer have a trade. Okay, well, let's go and gift him something. No, he's from... Let's just check, because I probably should have checked. Nation of Biara. Let's check our standing with them. Where are you? Nation of Biara. They're an ally. They're starting to drop. Let's gift him something just to be nice. We'll gift you... a cloth parka. You're not that impressed with that. You're not offering anything in return. Okay. Or how about... a sniper rifle as well. There you go. One goodwill. Okay, building all these carpets definitely cleaned out the cloth situation. Look at that. That's a significant improvement. Now, we're going to move someone into this room. So, who should we pick? Paul and Kaiser, Geyser and Donkey, or Pixie and Gizmo? I'm just checking the art here. That's about Wally. The one in his room is about him. I think we'll swap Pixie and Gizmo into here. And just for the hell of it, it's completely unnecessary, but it just makes me feel better. I'm going to move that into there, and I'm going to move that sculpture into here because it's about Gizmo. There's no other good reason. And a concert. We've had a couple of these now. Let's reinstall that in there, and then we'll turn the light off. And that one's already off. We've got a light there. Wow, forgotten about that. Don't really need that. Where can we put that? Let's put it out here. Did I just hear something hit a trap? Yes. Cool, that's good for moods. We still have an undignified throne room. I think that's just because it's dirty in there. Okay, there's a little bit of steel getting mined. The Mega Sloth setting everything off. Well, we're going to have to take care of that. Let's get you guys up here. He's about to walk out and set the rest off. Good grief. Are these not set to auto rearm? I guess not. There's no point having a trap alley with no traps in, so we're going to have to build some. We'll set all of these to auto rearm. There's not a lot of meals getting cooked because Black was in hospital for quite a while. But he's back on the case now. Okay. We have a plasteel nose. Black needs a nose. So let's go add build, install nose. And I guess we ought to give you good, or at least slightly better meds for this. Okay, blue. You are training Cougar 1. Okay, you're on it. Nice. I think we're going to get through a lot of traps up there. Okay, next construction project. Well, whether we get round to this today, I don't know. What I'd like to do is move these pods. That's why I've not rebuilt the transport pods themselves. The launches, we can't reinstall these. We'd have to deconstruct and rebuild them. They're not massively resource heavy. Now we could move them up here. Or we could move them down here. That would be fine. The idea is to get away from here. Because what we could potentially do is build a second prison with access from the hospital. Need a little bit of rejiggery. But that means that if we get in the situation where we have too many prisoners and we've got a high prison break likelihood, we have a way of splitting them up. Now, previously we were using spare bedrooms and things for that, which, I mean, honestly, we could still do. But it was always my intention to maybe have a second prison cell here. I don't know whether to do that now or not, honestly. We could also maybe knock through here, because I'm fairly sure we can get through here without hitting any overhead mountain. That gives us the opportunity to expand the barn, maybe add some extra storage of some kind. But really, other than that, there's not a lot we'll need to build. Everybody's got all the prosthetics they need. Everybody's got half decent armor. Not that it wouldn't hurt to improve some of it. Everybody's got a decent weapon. We have our 2 royal rooms. We have a good throne room. What we really need is sculptures, I think, because a little bit of dirt is enough to knock this under the threshold for an acceptable throne room. So, okay, there's a jade deposit down there. Just there. Let's build a... Where are you? Where's the deep drill gone? Do it this way, because I'm apparently blind today. Let's stick that there. We're going to need a power supply. We can take this. I mean, I was never very happy about that being there anyway, because it's too near our turrets. And we will put that there. That should be just reachable. Yeah, that works. We'll get some jade and we'll build some sculptures. And then I think it might be time to trigger the final quest. Maybe. What I'd like to do, though, before we do any quest triggering, is make sure we have a good stockpile of steel. We've pre-made a bunch of traps. And that we have a very good supply of food. Now, we are pretty much at time. So that will be our focus in the next episode. We'll be preparing for the final quest. I'm going to let this this visitor quest go. We won't be doing that. We will be sorting out our stockpile. We're good for veggies. We just need a whole bunch of meat. And we need to make sure we've got as much steel as we can get. So I think we'll probably mine out whatever we can here and block it up as much as we need to. We'll make a whole load of steel traps for quick replacement after a raid. But I think, other than maybe making a couple of bits of armor here and there, we'll go through everyone once more just to check they have all decent clothing, you know, replace pants and shirts and things if we need to. But yeah, then we're going to trigger the end game quest. So, we'll leave it here. If you enjoyed that, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Cheers.